Today we're trying every single banana matcha latte here in the South Bay. Do a little mixin'. Cheers. Whoa. Oh yeah, this is fresh banana. That banana cream is so good. I feel like San Francisco gets a lot of love for their matcha lattes, but not so much South Bay, and there are plenty of cafes here that are worth trying. So I'm going to try as many banana cream matcha lattes that I can, and I'm sure I will miss some spots, so definitely leave it in the comments if there's anywhere I should visit next. I feel like banana cream matcha lattes really came to the forefront when Magnolia Bakery started scooping banana pudding into matcha lattes. I feel like that was a very pivotal point in making this trend come alive. When it comes to banana cream matcha lattes, I do feel like there are different variations. First off, some people do it like Magnolia Bakery, where they actually make a banana pudding that goes into the latte, but I've also seen some people do a banana cream chop that's sprinkled with Biscoff cookies or Nilla wafers. So I'm also ranking these drinks based off of 3 parameters. First being the banana topping, whether that's banana pudding or the banana cold foam on the top. Secondly, the matcha quality. So how good is that matcha? Does the matcha get overpowered by the banana, or can you still taste it? And lastly, just a overall yumminess factor, which is really all about how do the flavors blend together? Is it tasty? Does everything pair together in a really cohesive way that would make me want to get the drink again? So without further ado, let's get over caffeinated and try all of the banana matchas here in the South Bay. Can I do the banana matcha latte? First up, we're in Campbell, and I just got the banana matcha latte from Bloom Bagel. They really have a cute design on their cup. I've had their bagels before in the past, but I didn't really know they served all these unique drinks, so I'm super curious to try it. It's described as a ceremonial grade matcha latte with a banana cream top. Cheers! That cream top is seriously delicious. So I just realized the Biscoff cookies are basically pulverized and incorporated into the banana cream top, which is amazing because usually cafes just sprinkle on like crushed Biscoff cookies or crushed shortbread cookies on top. So I'm really impressed that they integrated it within the cream top itself. I will note this drink was $8, and it's not the biggest drink I've gotten at a cafe, so it's a little bit on the smaller side. I would say overall this is just a touch more pricey. In terms of my ratings, I would give the topping a 9.5 out of 10. I've never had the Biscoff crumbs fully incorporated into the cream top. It's still smooth and creamy too, so I was definitely impressed by that. As for the matcha itself, it's definitely not bad. It's not the strongest matcha I've ever had. It kind of gets blended in with the cream itself, but you still get a little bit of the bitterness of the matcha. So I'd give the matcha maybe a 7 out of 10. And now the last factor, just being overall yumminess, I would say this drink was pretty good. I would give it at least an 8.5 out of 10. I know it looks very simple, but don't let it deceive you. I think a lot of banana pudding and banana cream matcha lattes get very extravagant with the toppings, but it isn't necessarily an indicator of how tasty it is. That's a wrap on Bloom Bagels, and let's go to our next spot, a super popular one. Honestly, that was one of the longest wait times I've had for a drink, so I seriously hope this guy is good. I'm at Cere Tea, and I went on a random Wednesday afternoon, but I guess it was just poppin' this Wednesday because that wait took me like 30 to 40 minutes to get this banana pudding matcha Einspanner. And it's topped off with plenty of Nilla wafer crumbs. I've had their Einspanner drinks before and they were delicious, so I definitely have high hopes for this one. Here is a scoop of the banana pudding topping. Cheers! Oh, that's fresh banana. There's a good ratio of whipped cream. There's a ton of crumbs. This is pretty solid, but let's try it with the matcha. Do a little bit of mixy-mixy. I don't know how well this mixes, to be honest, because the whole top is just the banana pudding, and then the bottom is just a lot of matcha, which I'm not complaining. For a quick size comparison, these were both $8, but look at the size of this drink from Cere Tea versus this one at Bloom Bagels. After taking a couple sips of this drink, I will say the matcha feels very separate from the banana pudding on top. Even after mixing them together, I think it's a bit difficult to enjoy both elements in one sip because the banana pudding is a bit chewy and mushy, whereas the matcha latte is just a drink that you sip up. Truth be told, I don't think the banana pudding is really melting and merging into the matcha latte. So I really feel like I'm just having banana pudding on the top and then drinking a matcha latte on the bottom. Both of which are delicious, but I don't know if I need them together in this drink. drink. So for my ratings, the banana pudding top is pretty good and you can taste that it's fresh bananas. So I would give it maybe an 8 out of 10. Pretty decent, and they give you a lot of Nilla wafer crumbles. Now for the matcha quality here on the bottom, I actually think it's pretty good. The flavor of the matcha comes through and it isn't overshadowed by the banana pudding. I definitely would order this matcha latte on its own, so I'll give it an 8 out of 10. For the overall yumminess factor, I would give this drink a 7 out of 10. I think visually this drink looks amazing, but flavor-wise, I don't really know if I need these two elements combined together in this way. I probably prefer a banana cream top to banana pudding on top of my matcha lattes. So that's about it for Cere Tea, but let's head to the next spot, which is literally across the street. Okay, so this next spot is literally across the street. We are almost there. It's so convenient, and I've actually been here before. The owner, Jessica, is the nicest gal around. I don't know if she's in today, but we'll say hi if she is. So we're here at Fancy Flavors, joined by the owner, Jessica.
Hi!
And she's gonna show us how to make the banana matcha latte. Let's do it! All right, we're back in action, and this time with the matcha latte from Fancy Flavors. I am definitely feeling the caffeine, so if I'm talking a mile a minute, I am sorry, but I am just highly caffeinated at the moment. So this latte is made with Mizubi matcha, and also there are crushed Biscoff cookies on the top, as well as freeze-dried bananas. I met the owner, Jessica, a while ago because she used to produce the spattered croissants, and she's the sweetest person, and she gave me this latte. I'm so stoked to try it. I've heard many good things. Cheers! Not bad. Let's mix this latte up a little bit more. Wait, that banana cream is really good. Once I mixed it up, I got a way better balance of matcha and banana cream. So I was listening to a gal who was describing the same drink to her friend, and she said it reminded her of a banana bread latte, and I would agree. It's kind of got all the best parts of banana bread and matcha mixed together. I would say for this drink, the banana cream is strong, but the matcha is a little bit more mild. So if you're a big fan of the creamy banana topping, this drink is definitely more forward on that. It's time for the rankings, so let's kick things off with the banana cream top. I would give this banana cream top a 9 out of 10. It is really thick, rich, and creamy, and I think it adds a lot to this drink. They are very generous with the banana cream top in this drink, and I'm a big fan. Now, as for the matcha quality, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It isn't the strongest matcha I've had, and I think it gets a little overshadowed by the banana cream topping, which is still delicious. For the overall yumminess factor, I would give it a 7 out of 10. I think the matcha is just a touch overshadowed by the banana cream topping, but overall, it's still very good. Cheers! On to the next. Thank you. I just popped out of Phin Cafe, and of course I got their banana matcha. So the banana matcha here at Phin Cafe is a little more unique because they use banana milk. So rather than a banana cream top or scoops of banana pudding, the banana flavor is actually infused in the milk. I will say in terms of the greenness of the matcha, it's not quite as green as I had hoped, but I think Phin Cafe is more well known for their coffee drinks rather than their matcha drinks, so I might cut them a little slack on this one, but let's see how it tastes. Cheers! Oh my god, it's sealed. I'm sorry. All right, take 2. Let's see if I can get it this time. All right, mix it up. Whoa, oh yeah, this is fresh banana. This is actually not bad. I was a little skeptical because I thought the matcha wasn't that green, but I really like how they use a fresh banana milk in this drink. So now let's rank the Phin Cafe banana matcha. So first off, in terms of the banana flavoring, I really enjoy the banana milk, so I would give it a 9 out of 10. Obviously, it's not a banana cream top or banana pudding itself, but I think they did a really good job with the milk. As for the matcha, it's definitely not the highest quality that I've tasted. Once again, I think they're more of a coffee shop than they are a matcha shop, but I'll give the matcha a 6 out of 10. I think there's some room for improvement there. I think for the overall yumminess of this drink, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I think it's a really great option if you want a no-frills banana matcha latte. Like I'm talking no cream top, no cookie crumbles. If you just want a simple, plain, but effective and flavorful banana matcha, this one is the way to go. In case you noticed, this is day 2. I'm wearing the same outfit technically, so maybe you didn't notice, maybe this is just, don't worry, it's all blended together. This is just one day, but I literally had 4 matchas in one day and I was bursting at the seams, being over caffeinated. So this is day 2 and we are going to visit the remaining 3 banana matcha spots. So now I'm in San Jose and I just got the banana matcha latte from Last Chapter Cafe. There is a wasp outside my, oh my god, that is a big wasp. Do you guys see that? Right there. Where did the wasp? Oh, I met the owner, Yvonne, and she is so nice. Currently they're operating as a pop-up within a restaurant, but they're hoping to eventually launch their own storefront, which I think would be amazing. And their storefront is going to be a bookshop / cafe, which is the literal dream. So definitely follow their Instagram and stay tuned on when they open up their actual cafe. This looks delicious. It's a banana matcha latte with oat milk, and they actually have banana pudding inside. The top is finished off with Biscoff crumbs and Nilla wafers. I'm also loving these emotional support cup stickers. Wow, it's very light and fluffy, I can already tell you that. Look at that. Cheers! Oh, yummy. Honestly, that kind of reminds me a lot of whipped cream, but it is beautifully light and fluffy. All right, now let's do a little bit of mixing and see how it tastes all together. Also, guys, the straw, I just realized, is in the shape of a heart. Like, I don't know if I can show you guys this. It's like this beautiful pink color, and I was like, oh, why is there an indent in the straw? And it's because it's a heart. Do you guys see that? I have no idea if the heart-shaped straw is going to impact the flavor at all. Probably not, but I do think it's really, really cute and a fun addition. So let's try it. All right, we've mixed it a couple times. Cheers! The matcha is a little bit more on the bitter side, but I think it balances out well with the sweetness of the banana pudding. I also appreciate that the banana pudding isn't overly sweet. It's got a nice light and fluffy texture, but it's not overpoweringly sweet. So now let's do the rankings for Last Chapter Cafe. In terms of the banana topping, I would give it a 9.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed the banana pudding here on the top. Light and fluffy, like I mentioned, and not too sweet. You can get a hint of the banana, but it's not overpowering. Now for the matcha, like I mentioned, it's a little bit more on the bitter side, but I think it works and balances well with the sweetness of the banana pudding. For the overall yumminess factor, I would say this is an 8 out of 10. It checks all the boxes of a banana pudding matcha, and I'm a fan. And the next spot is not too far away. It's just down the street, so let's head over there. Can I get the banana cream matcha latte? Yeah. Alrighty, I just got the banana matcha latte from Aroma, and this is my second time here, and I will say this parking lot for this plaza is an absolute dumpster fire, so I would not recommend parking here. Maybe find street parking, or there is a Target next door, which I'm sure they wouldn't really appreciate people parking there, but they have a very big lot. There is also an Izumi matcha here, which I don't think really helps. I've seen very long lines outside of the Izumi matcha, and Aroma is just a couple doors down. I would recommend paying Aroma a visit if you don't want to wait in that very long Izumi line. But all that to say, I finally got their banana matcha latte, and I have tried their drink before, but it does look a little different to me this time. I feel like they added some more Nilla wafer crumbs and even like a freeze-dried or dried banana on the top. So it actually looks cuter than it was before. I'm really digging this layered look where you can see the banana cream on top as well as the matcha latte on the bottom. In my mind, the last time I had this, it was pretty tasty. So let's see how it stacks up against all of these other matchas, and let's see if it's still consistent from last time as well. It is also 90 degrees today, so I am like sweating so bad. It is so toasty in here, but I'm doing this for you guys. Cheers! Oh, yummy. That banana cream is so good. I definitely like drinking this through a lid rather than a straw because I get a good balance of the cream as well as the matcha. This banana cream top is really giving me banana cream pie vibes. And there is also a very generous amount of this cream, but it doesn't overshadow the matcha, which I think is key. Yeah, I mean, it's delicious either way. It's tasty if you mix it, it's tasty if you don't mix it, but I love how strong this matcha is. Let's do rankings before I start profusely sweating, which I kind of already am. So let's get into it. First off, the banana topping, I am obsessed. It tastes like a banana cream pie, like I mentioned, and they also give you a very generous amount. I'm gonna give this banana cream pie topping a 9.5 out of 10. Now for the matcha latte, I was also impressed because the matcha flavor definitely comes through. It's very strong and well balanced balanced with the banana. So I'm gonna give the matcha a 9 out of 10 as well. And for the overall yumminess factor, I'm giving this drink a 9 out of 10 as well. This drink deserves 9s across the board because it is so tasty and definitely one of my favorite banana matcha lattes that I've tried thus far. Y'all, the reason I'm sweating is because it is 91 degrees outside. Ugh. Okay, now we're headed to the very last banana matcha spot for today and for this entire video. We're here with the very final banana matcha latte, and this is from Lacàphê. I've been to Lacàphê before, but mostly to try their egg coffee, which is what they're famous for, so I'm curious to see how their matcha will stack up. Also, shout out to the wonderful ladies that I met inside. They were super kind, and I love meeting you guys in the wild. I will admit I'm maybe a little bit awkward when I meet you guys, but I am very, very happy to meet and talk, so definitely feel free to come say hi. Let's try the drink because they do use these like smaller ice cubes, so I feel like it's melting a bit faster. They do have some like crushed Biscoff cookies here on the top. I don't know if this is a usual part of their lineup, but it is in their seasonal matcha series. Cheers! Let me get a straw. Now every straw that I open is just so disappointing because it's not a cute heart shape. Normalize making straws fun shapes. Do a little mixin'. It's not a drink that will knock your socks off, but it is pretty solid. In terms of the rankings, for the banana topping, I would give it a 7 out of 10. The first time I took a sip of this drink, I noticed that it kind of tasted like an artificial banana syrup. Now, I don't know if they use fresh bananas or not, but I was just getting this weird flavor that didn't taste like fresh bananas to me. As for the matcha quality, I actually thought it was pretty good. You get a lot of strong matcha flavor. It's pretty potent, so I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Last but not least, the overall yumminess factor, I will give this drink an 8 out of 10. It is a solid baseline standard banana matcha latte. It's pretty tasty. I don't think it's the most amazing one I've tried so far, but also it's not bad. And if you're in a pinch and you want a solid banana matcha latte, this one is pretty good. Pro tip, if you are already at Lacàphê, I would also recommend going to Duang, which is right across the street, for some of the best banh mi sandwiches. Totally not related to matcha, but I need something that's going to calm down this caffeine overload that I'm having. So I'm here getting some banh mi sandwiches, and this is like one of my family's favorite OG spots, and they are pretty reasonably priced too. Can I get number 1, the 2 of them? And can I get it with the garlic bread? Thank you. We got the goods. Cheers. Obviously, feel free to take my reviews with a grain of salt. I think matcha is a subjective experience. Everyone has their own preferences, and just because I really loved something or didn't like something doesn't necessarily mean that you have to feel the same way. I do think it's worth it to visit all of these cafes yourself, but I understand 7 cafes is a lot of drinks and a lot of places to go. I will note that I made some changes as well, especially after I digested and processed some of my thoughts. I drank the Cere Tea matcha leftovers the day after, and I realized it's actually a lot better than I thought, so I decided to bump up some of the Cere Tea numbers. So for the Cere Tea banana topping, I'm adding 1 point to make it a 9 out of 10. And for the matcha, I realized it's actually very strong and potent as well, so I'm adding 1.5 points to that to bring it up to a 9.5 out of 10 for the matcha. So I crunched the numbers, and here are my final rankings. So at the very bottom, we have Phin Cafe, which I know sounds rough. I don't think their drink was that bad, but I think Phin Cafe may specialize more in their coffee-based drinks rather than their matcha. I've had other drinks at Phin Cafe that I've enjoyed, so I would still recommend checking it out. If you want a no-frills banana matcha that just has banana in the milk itself, it's a great option. It's not really giving that creamy topping or a banana pudding vibe. Next, we've got a tie between Fancy Flavors and Lacàphê. I really enjoyed both drinks. I think at Fancy Flavors, they had a delicious banana cream top, but some of the matcha got a little overpowered by that banana cream topping. With Lacàphê's this banana topping, I thought it was slightly artificial tasting. I don't know if they use fresh bananas or not, but that would be my only point of feedback there. Otherwise, it's a very solid banana matcha latte. Moving up the list, we have Bloom Bagels. I really like how they integrated the Biscoff cookie crumbs into the cream topping itself. Most cafes just kind of like sprinkle the Biscoff cookie crumbs or sprinkle the vanilla wafers on top, but they blended it into the cream, which I thought was very unique. Second place is a tie between Cere Tea and Last Chapter Cafe. They both have a banana pudding topping rather than a banana cream topping. Cere Tea definitely had the thickest, creamiest drink of the bunch. It was an Einspänner, so it definitely makes sense that it was a bit more creamy. I had the Cere Tea drink on day 2 after I got it, and it was still really good. I put it in the fridge, and even though all the ice melted, the drink was still like very thick, very creamy, so I think that goes to show just how rich and indulgent that drink is. For Last Chapter Cafe, I really enjoyed how light and fluffy the banana pudding was. The thing that really stood out to me about this drink was that it wasn't too sweet. Now, drumroll please for the #1 spot. And the winner of the best banana matcha latte here in South Bay is Aroma. I really fell in love with Aroma's banana matcha latte. I think it was a bright green matcha that you could really still taste the matcha, but also the banana. I will caution you, Aroma's drink is slightly on the sweeter side, so if you want something a little less sweet, I think you can customize it and ask for less sweetness. But overall, I love the pairing of the sweet banana cream with the earthy matcha. It was just chef's kiss. So congrats to Aroma for winning the #1 spot. So that concludes my comprehensive review of all the banana matcha lattes here in the South Bay. Let me know if I'm missing any cafes or spots that you would recommend I check out for their banana matcha lattes. I wish I could have visited Academic Coffee in this video because I know they're also very well known for their banana cream pie matcha latte, but unfortunately they discontinued the drink before I could film it. I will note, I have tried it before and it's really good, but I do think it pairs better with their coffee latte rather than their matcha latte. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of this comprehensive rating. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Go off in the comments. Let me know where I should go next. And now I'm going to single-handedly enjoy all of these matchas. Bye!